Welcome back to ADCGH Spoilers channel. Today, we are diving into the explosive drama set to rock Port Charles during the week of February 17th to 21st. With Cyrus Renault making his next lethal move, Elizabeth Baldwin and Lucky Spencer stepping into dangerous territory, and the possibility of a shocking hospital emergency, General Hospital fans are in for a wild ride. Will the chaos reach a deadly peak? Let's break it all down. Port Charles braces for a dangerous showdown. February has been relatively quiet in Port Charles, which is surprising given that it's traditionally a high-stakes sweeps month. But that silence is about to be shattered in the coming weeks, as the drama escalates to an all-time high. With Cyrus Renault lurking in the shadows, scheming his next attack, the question remains, who will be his next target? Will it be someone fans least expect, or will the villain's growing desperation lead to reckless mistakes? The possibility of an unexpected hospital crisis looms over the city, and it seems like fate may have already chosen the next victim. The stakes are climbing, and with multiple characters circling Cyrus in an effort to take him down, the situation is growing more volatile by the day. Could the final 2 weeks of February bring a jaw-dropping twist that leaves Port Charles forever changed? A family in shock, Laura Collins and Lulu Spencer received terrible news. Later in the week, both Laura Collins and Lulu Spencer are set to be blindsided by shocking news. The timing of this revelation is certainly suspicious, especially given the looming threat of Cyrus Renault. Could this bombshell be connected to Lucky Spencer's fate? If so, the implications could be devastating. Lucky has been standing by Elizabeth Baldwin's side, providing her with unwavering support as she navigates the dangerous waters of exposing Cyrus. But in doing so, has he inadvertently placed himself in the crosshairs of one of Port Charles's most ruthless criminals? If Lucky ends up in the hospital, fighting for his life, it would explain the horror-stricken reactions of both his mother and sister. Could this event be the final straw that pushes Laura to take drastic action against Cyrus? And if Lucky is indeed the one to suffer the consequences of this ongoing battle, what will this mean for Elizabeth, who has already endured more than her fair share of tragedy? A hero's sacrifice, will Lucky pay the ultimate price? Elizabeth Baldwin and Lucky Spencer have recently been inseparable, working together to bring Cyrus down. While their intentions are noble, their involvement in such a deadly game could have tragic consequences. Spoilers hint that if Cyrus makes his move on Elizabeth, Lucky might be the one who steps in at the last moment, putting himself directly in harm's way. Could this act of heroism leave Lucky critically injured or worse? Cyrus is not known for his mercy. If he sees Elizabeth as the root of his recent failures, he may decide that eliminating her is the only way to regain control. But Lucky, ever the protector, may refuse to let her face that danger alone. If he does attempt to save Elizabeth, and things go south, could he end up being the latest casualty in Cyrus' reign of terror? Fans know that General Hospital loves a dramatic rescue scene, and Lucky throwing himself into the line of fire to save Elizabeth would certainly set the stage for a powerful, emotional climax. Will he survive the encounter, or will Port Charles soon be mourning another fallen hero? Cyrus Renault prepares to silence his enemies. Cyrus Renault is feeling the pressure, and his paranoia is reaching new heights. With law enforcement closing in and multiple enemies working against him, he believes he must act swiftly to protect himself. He has already demonstrated his willingness to go to extremes to remove those who stand in his way. Just look at what happened to Dex Heller. When Dex merely mentioned that Cyrus was at the hospital visiting Lulu Spencer on Halloween, the same day that Sam McCall died, Cyrus wasted no time making sure Dex never spoke another word about it. Attacking him just outside Rice Plaza, he used the element of surprise to stab the young cop before disappearing into the night. And when Dex survived, Cyrus finished the job in the hospital, injecting him with digitalis to induce a fatal heart attack. Now, Cyrus is once again feeling the walls closing in on him. His influence at the hospital has been stripped away, he's been forced out of his position at Turning Woods, and the heat from authorities is intensifying. If he truly believes Elizabeth is behind his troubles, there is no telling what he might do to eliminate the threat. Who will Cyrus target next? Cyrus has a long list of enemies, but Elizabeth Baldwin has recently risen to the top of that list. She has been actively working against him, and in his eyes, she is to blame for the recent losses he has suffered. But will he actually be able to carry out his deadly plan? Or will someone else end up in the line of fire? Jason Morgan and Jocelyn Jacks have also been working to bring Cyrus down, and they may unknowingly be putting themselves at risk. If Cyrus is feeling particularly desperate, he might decide to go after one of them instead. Alternatively, a bystander could become collateral damage in this escalating battle, sending shockwaves throughout Port Charles. One way or another, Cyrus' next move is set to have devastating consequences. The real question is, who will be left standing when the dust settles? A race against time, will Port Charles see justice? Cyrus Renault has evaded justice time and time again, but could this finally be the moment where his reign of terror comes to an end? The pieces are falling into place, and more characters than ever before are working to bring him down. If he makes a mistake, it could be the opening his enemies need to take him out for good. However, General Hospital is known for its twists, and nothing is ever as straightforward as it seems. Will Cyrus slip away once again, leaving more chaos in his wake? Or will his next attack be the one that finally seals his fate? With so many moving parts, anything is possible. But one thing is certain: Port Charles is about to witness one of the most intense confrontations in recent history. Don't miss a moment. The upcoming week of February 17th to 21st is set to deliver shocking moments, heartbreaking sacrifices, and game-changing decisions. Will Elizabeth and Lucky's plan backfire? Could Lucky pay the ultimate price for his heroism? And will Cyrus finally face the consequences of his actions, or will he slip through the cracks once more? Next, we have exciting news about Beyond the Gates, the highly anticipated new soap opera set to shake up daytime television. With an incredible cast, compelling storylines, and a unique premise, the buzz surrounding this show continues to grow. And now, with the announcement of two legendary soap actors joining the cast, the excitement has reached a whole new level. Let's dive into all the details about what's in store for Beyond the Gates and why this is shaping up to be one of the most talked about soap debuts in years. A new era in daytime drama, anticipation builds for Beyond the Gates. The countdown is officially on for the premiere of Beyond the Gates, and the anticipation continues to skyrocket. Fans of classic soap operas have been eagerly awaiting a fresh addition to the genre, and now, with veteran actors joining the already talented cast, the show is poised to make a major impact. With the debut episode scheduled to air on Monday, February 24th, at 2 p.m. Eastern Time on CBS, excitement is at an all-time high. As more details emerge about the characters, their complex backstories, and the secrets lurking within the exclusive Fairmont Crest gated community, audiences are preparing for a dramatic roller coaster. But what really has everyone talking is the addition of two soap legends, John Lindstrom and Katie McLean, whose presence on the show adds even more star power. Soap royalty joins the cast. John Lindstrom and Katie McLean step into new roles. One of the biggest draws of Beyond the Gates is its ability to bring together beloved soap veterans in fresh, exciting roles. John Lindstrom, best known for his dual portrayal of Kevin Collins and Ryan Chamberlain on General Hospital, has officially joined the cast. Alongside him is Katie McLean, a daytime drama icon with an impressive resume spanning multiple legendary soaps. Lindstrom will take on the role of Joey Armstrong, a self-made businessman who climbed his way up from the wrong side of the tracks. Despite his success, he has never lost his natural charm or his street smarts. As the owner of a casino, Joey is no stranger to trouble, but he makes it clear that he doesn't tolerate it in his establishment. His presence in Fairmont Crest raises questions. Is he there to shake things up, or will he be the one keeping the chaos under control? McClain, meanwhile, steps into the role of Pamela Curtis, an old friend of Danny Dupree. While much about Pamela remains a mystery, one thing is clear: her return to Danny's life couldn't have come at a more dramatic moment. McClain teased that Pamela will be deeply involved in an upcoming storyline, particularly one concerning Danny and her ex-husband. These exciting additions to the Beyond the Gates cast were announced at a recent press junket, where the show's creator, head writer, and executive producer, Michelle Val-Jean, revealed her enthusiasm about finally being able to share the news. She described Lindstrom and McClain as not only soap legends but also two of her favorite people, emphasizing what a privilege it is to have them on board. A history of success, the accomplishments of McClain and Lindstrom. Both McClain and Lindstrom bring an incredible depth of experience to Beyond the Gates, with impressive soap careers spanning decades. Katie McClain has a remarkable legacy in daytime television, having played unforgettable roles across multiple soaps. She portrayed Dixie Cooney on All My Children, Jennifer Horton Devereaux on Days of Our Lives, Rosanna Cabot on As the World Turns, and Kelly Andrews on The Young and the Restless. With 3 Daytime Emmy Awards under her belt, she holds the distinction of being the first female to win for 3 different characters on 3 different soaps, a record-breaking achievement that solidifies her status as soap royalty. John Lindstrom, meanwhile, has left an undeniable mark on the industry, particularly through his portrayal of Kevin Collins and his deranged twin brother Ryan Chamberlain on General Hospital. Having first joined GH in 1992, Lindstrom became a fan favorite before exiting in 1995. He later reprised his role for GH's spin-off, Port Charles, staying until its cancellation in 2003. Throughout his career, Lindstrom has earned 4 Daytime Emmy nominations, and he currently maintains a recurring role on General Hospital. His impressive resume also includes appearances on As the World Turns, where he worked alongside McClain. Their combined experience, talent, and on-screen charisma make them the perfect additions to Beyond the Gates, ensuring that this soap's debut will be nothing short of spectacular. What to expect: drama, betrayal, and high-stakes storylines. The introduction of Lindstrom's Joey Armstrong and McClain's Pamela Curtis adds new layers to an already intriguing narrative. While Pamela will be deeply connected to Danny Dupree, her true motives remain unclear. Is she a loyal friend, or does she have a hidden agenda? Meanwhile, Joey's presence as a casino owner could spell trouble for many in Fairmont Crest. McClain teased that her character will be involved in a storyline filled with unexpected twists. Specifically, Pamela will be there to support Danny when her ex-husband, Bill Hamilton, marries the very mistress who ended their marriage, Haley Lawson. This moment, set to air in the soap's 5th episode, was filmed back in early November, hinting that the drama was well underway before the show even premiered. Lindstrom's debut as Joey, meanwhile, will come later, in the soap's 13th episode, which was shot in early December. While details about Joey's arc remain scarce, his character's profession suggests that gambling, power struggles, and high-stakes conflicts will play a significant role in the unfolding drama. A groundbreaking addition to daytime television. With Beyond the Gates set to introduce new faces, thrilling storylines, and complex character dynamics, it's no wonder that fans are eagerly counting down to the premiere. The introduction of seasoned soap stars like Lindstrom and McClain adds even more credibility to the show's potential for success. But what truly sets Beyond the Gates apart is its modern take on classic soap opera themes: wealth, betrayal, secrets, and the consequences of unchecked ambition. Will Fairmont Crest's newest residents bring stability or chaos? Will Danny find solace in her friend Pamela, or will she discover that Pamela has her own motives for returning? And just what kind of trouble will Joey Armstrong find himself in when the doors of his casino open to the wrong people? Don't miss the premiere. As Beyond the Gates prepares to make its grand debut, the buzz surrounding the show only continues to build. With beloved soap legends joining the cast, high-stakes drama ready to unfold, and a setting filled with secrets, BTG is shaping up to be one of the most compelling new soaps in years. Next, We're diving into the latest controversy surrounding General Hospital star Nancy Lee Grahn. Known for her outspoken views, Grahn has once again found herself at the center of a heated debate, this time over comments she made about Vice President Kamala Harris and other prominent political figures. Is she crossing the line, or is she simply voicing the frustration of many? Let's break down the details and reactions to her fiery statements. Nancy Lee Grahn sparks debate with Kamala Harris comments. Nancy Lee Grahn has never been one to hold back when it comes to political and social issues, and her latest remarks are proving to be no exception. This time, the General Hospital actress has set her sights on Vice President Kamala Harris, along with former Presidents Barack Obama and Bill Clinton, and President Joe Biden. In a post on Threads, Grahn questioned their silence during what she views as a critical time for the country. The actress, who famously boycotts X, formerly Twitter, due to Elon Musk's ownership, used her platform to express her frustration with these political figures, accusing them of failing to take decisive action. She demanded that they speak up and ring alarm bells to help the country navigate its current political climate. Her words weren't just a critique, they were a call to action, one that quickly ignited reactions across social media. The reactions: fans push back against Grahn's statement. While Grahn's comments resonated with some, they also sparked backlash from many who believe she is directing her anger at the wrong people. Some supporters of Kamala Harris and other Democratic leaders pushed back, arguing that these figures have, in fact, been vocal about the issues Grahn is highlighting. One fan wrote, "Kamala, hell, Hillary, rang the damn alarm bells. Y'all told Biden he was too old and to get the hell on, and so he did. Barack and Michelle told y'all but they're black and being racist is back in vogue. You're gonna have to talk to your fellow white people, Alexis. They voted for this." The comment, which directly references Grahn's General Hospital character, Alexis Davis, suggests that the actress should direct her criticism at voters rather than politicians. Others echoed similar sentiments, reminding Grahn that Harris, Obama, Clinton, and Biden had long warned voters about the dangers of political complacency. A particularly pointed comment read, "Hold on, wasn't it, in fact, the Clintons, the Obamas, Harris, and the Bidens among many others who foretold and forewarned exactly what would transpire if voters didn't educate themselves and turn out en masse?" While some fans appreciated Grahn's passion, others felt her post was misdirected, arguing that the burden of political change should be placed on the voters and activists rather than politicians who are no longer in office. Nancy Lee Grahn, outspoken advocate or misguided critic? Grahn's political activism is well known, and she has used her platform repeatedly to champion progressive causes. However, some feel that her recent remarks unfairly criticize figures who have already spoken out on these issues. One social media user took particular issue with her stance, writing, "Respectfully, Kamala was treated like trash from folks within her own party and kept a dignified air the entire time. This energy is misplaced and should be pointed towards the women who voted for their own demise even when they were directly warned it would be so." The comment suggests that instead of calling out Harris, Grahn should focus on addressing the voters who failed to heed these warnings and voted against their own interests. This argument aligns with a broader frustration among progressive voices who believe that the responsibility for political change should not fall solely on public figures, but also on the electorate. With the political climate as charged as ever, Grahn's remarks have undeniably struck a nerve, raising questions about who should be held accountable for the current state of affairs in the U.S. A history of outspoken opinions. This is far from the first time Nancy Lee Grahn has waded into political debates. The General Hospital star has been an unapologetic advocate for progressive causes, often using social media to voice her opinions on everything from healthcare and women's rights to election integrity. However, her outspokenness has also made her a polarizing figure. Some fans admire her for using her platform to push for social justice, while others feel that she alienates audiences with strong opinions that occasionally come across as divisive. Her decision to leave X, formerly Twitter, was a direct response to Elon Musk's takeover, signaling her unwillingness to support a platform she believes does more harm than good. Despite the controversy, Grahn's commitment to political discourse remains unwavering. But as this latest debate unfolds, the question remains, is she directing her frustrations at the right people, or has she miscalculated where the true blame lies? What's next for Nancy Lee Grahn? At the time of this writing, Grahn has yet to respond to the backlash her post generated. Whether she will double down on her stance or clarify her remarks remains to be seen. Given her history, it's likely that she will continue to be a vocal figure in political discussions, regardless of the criticism. However, her approach may need to evolve if she hopes to maintain support among those who share her core beliefs. While Grahn's passionate plea for action is understandable, this situation serves as a reminder that public figures, especially those outside of politics, must tread carefully when assigning blame. The line between advocacy and misplaced criticism is often thin, and even well-intentioned remarks can spark unintended controversy. For now, fans and critics alike will be watching to see if Grahn chooses to respond or if she allows the conversation to continue without further comment. Either way, one thing is certain, she won't be staying silent for long. Final thoughts: is Nancy going too far? Nancy Lee Grahn has never been one to shy away from controversy, but her recent comments have put her at the center of a particularly heated debate. Is she right to call out these high-profile figures, or is she misplacing her frustration?